Now to the very latest on that wildfire that has scorched thousands of acres in the far northeast valley tonight, forcing visitors at Bartlett Lake to leave the area. Right now, the Wildcat Fire burning in the Tonto National Forest north of Rio Verde and east of Carefree. The fire has already scorched some 5,000 acres, and tonight crews are battling the flames in the air and on the ground. The fire also forcing a number of road closures. Bartlett Dam Road is shut down in both directions between Cave Creek Road and Horseshoe Dam Road. Tonight, 12 News journalist Jade Cunningham talking with folks now waiting to see if they'll be forced to evacuate.
Good evening, Jonathan. Now that the sun is down, you really get a better idea of just how large this wildfire is. As you mentioned, it's now sitting at about 5,000 acres. This afternoon, around 3 o'clock or so, it was at 500 acres. But take a look behind me, this orange glow you can see in the background. And just to be clear, no homes are threatened or have been threatened by this fire. The winds really have been favorable, but of course things can change very quickly. So there is some concern as people watch what is happening, and just in case something happens, they say they'll be ready. But take a look at this video. This is from earlier. We watched crews tackling this fire from all directions, multiple agencies involved. It includes Geronimo, Prescott, and Globe interagency hotshot crews, as well as the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, Scottsdale Fire, Mesa Medics, including so many other agencies all involved in this fight. And they are fighting this from the air as well, with several helicopters and at least 3 different slurry bombers, among other things. Now, it really has been an active day here as these crews have worked vigorously to try and get this wildfire contained. We have been in this spot most of the day. We're about 5 miles north of Fountain Hills. People have been coming here to take a look at the smoke, the flames, and just to check to see its movement. One man we spoke with has lived in this area for 12 years. He says last year's fire was the closest threat he'd ever seen with a wildfire. Again, though, with this fire, there's no threat to property at this time, but he does say that he has an exit plan in place just in case something happens. And he also talked a little bit about the terrain here.
It's rugged. It's if you look out this way, it's all this kind of this type of terrain out there. So plenty of fuel to burn. And I was just on those trails a couple of days ago, and there's all kinds of grass, all kinds of fire fuel out there right now.
So where we are here now, we are about 3 or 4 miles, give or take, from the flames that you see behind us. People here, though, we have noticed really looking out for each other. They're checking on each other just to see that they're aware of what's going on. Again, a little bit of concern going into the evening hours, but they feel like they are in very good hands knowing these fire crews are working very hard to try and get this contained. We are in Rio Verde. Jade Cunningham, 12 News.
Those images are absolutely shocking to look at, Jade. Thank you so much. And you just can't imagine those folks are going to be sleeping easy tonight, seeing those flames out of their backyards so close to their homes, Ginger.
Yeah, and wind, of course, a major component. We'll talk about that, but also heat. Today, we saw actually the warmest day of the year so far, clocking 104 degrees, almost 10 degrees warmer than where we should be. But the winds are favorable. I said they're going to be shifting. We've got the southwest wind. It's going to shift in from the southeast. Now, the concern is if we ever get any northwest or northeast wind, and that could push the flames closer to the homes. That doesn't look like it's in the works, but we can also get a swirling wind, which would advance the flames at sundown and sun up. Meantime, as far as the wind goes tonight, you can see we've got winds that are going to be picking up tomorrow into the double digits, 23-mile-an-hour winds for the higher elevations. The wind will actually help keep us out of the triple-digit range, but there's also a little moisture on the horizon. I've got details on that coming up. My full forecast. Jonathan.
We definitely need some of that. Ginger, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thanks.